friends, welcome to Thirukkural English Couplet TV. We have come to chapter number 76 of Thirukkural English Couplets. We have been discussing about the Qurals. Actually speaking, we have been interpreting Qurals in accordance with what I have translated. The translation of the Qurals in English as they are in 4 plus 3 words in 2 lines is called Thirukkural English Couplet. It's unique of its kind and it's new translation as far I'm concerned in the world, first of its kind in the world. So now we have come to 76th chapter. I have put all this 1330 Qurals in 133 chapters into 16 heads or headings, which are called aspects. Now we are on the 10th aspect called governance, which goes up to 78 chapter number 78. Now we are in chapter number 76, so we are now in the governance aspect called governance. This translation has complied with couplet grammar. Thereby it's complying with the definition. That's it's having two lines having same syllabic meter in each line, and it also complies with Qural Vinba. Thereby the first line has in 4 words and the second line 3 words, so 2 lines. And it's better if you go to my introductory video, thereby you will be able to understand better about my translation, and I have given there how I have translated all about. Now we are going to see all the 10 Qurals together so that I can explain everything in a video, in a single video itself, because each Qural is interconnected and interlinked with each other. That's the reason of it, these Qurals in a single video. Now, Vallivar is speaking about roots of wealth. Porul Sayal Vahe. Now he is talking about the roots of wealth. Worthless becomes worthy stuff if wealth used. If you can use wealth, the first Qural, 751. So it starts from 751 to 760. So 10 Qurals. Now first one, 751. Worthiness becomes worthy stuff if wealth used. If wealth, you could use wealth, what can be done? Magic can be there. That means it's not actually magic. I mean, it will be working as a magic. Why? Wealth is a magic. So what this wealth could do is, wealth becomes worthy stuff if wealth used. Worthless become worthy stuff. Worthless becomes worthy stuff if wealth used. So if wealth is used, what can be done? What can be done is that the worthless could become worthy stuff. That's why it says like this: worthless becomes worthy stuff if wealth used. So useless thing can become useful if you could use wealth. If you have wealth, you can make any useless thing as a useful one. So such a characteristic is there with wealth. So wealth is very important. That's what he wants to stress on, and he wants to say. 751. Everyone despises the poor, all admire wealth. This is what is normally happening in the world. Everyone despises the poor. If somebody is poor, everyone despises, everyone hates the poor person. All admire wealth. Everybody is prizing of wealth. So everybody is speaking good about the wealth. Everybody is despising the poor. The poor is being despised, whereas the wealthy person is admired. So he is talking about that wealth, whether it is good or bad. He has already spoken of in the previous Qurals how it should be obtained or such he is spoken of. Now he is speaking about the wealth and the poverty. Why he is speaking about the poor man, poverty, the poor and the wealthy. 753. Wealth is used even to destroy enmity. If there is an enemy could even come for compromise if you have wealth, because wealth can be used even for breaking enmity. You will no more any enmity with anybody because you have wealth. The wealth is so important. Mostly the enmity comes out of that. Enmity comes out of some dispute between two persons or persons. How? It's because of money. So if you have wealth, even that goes off. The enmity will go off. 754. Wealth properly acquired yields virtue and bliss. If you acquire wealth in a proper way, if you could obtain wealth in a proper way, what can happen? That will yield you virtue. You can be virtuous. At the same time, you can be happy, bliss. So that yields virtue and bliss. So virtue and bliss, how? Because if you are wealthy, you won't steal. If you are a good person having wealth, you will be giving away the wealth to the poor. So you will become automatically virtuous and you will be happy also. So it's very important to earn wealth. 755. Avoid wealth not earned through virtuous grace. So, but at the same time you have to avoid wealth not earned through virtuous grace. If you are not able to earn money or wealth out of good means or through virtuous grace, don't earn that. Avoid that. Avoid wealth not earned through virtuous grace. If you are not able to do love, and if you are not able to do virtue, if you are not able to be virtuous, if you are not able to be graceful, lovable, to earn money, avoid that earning. Don't be wealthy that way. Because which is important? Being virtuous and being graceful. Being virtuous and being graceful is important. Being virtuous and being lovable is important. Not having money. So avoid that if it is not possible. 756. Unclaimed wealth, taxes, unclaimed wealth, taxes, levies, or rulers' wealth. So ruler is having wealth out of our taxes, wealth and levies. So unclaimed wealth, taxes, unclaimed wealth, it goes to the government. So taxes, levy, these are all the ruler's wealth. Ruler will be having wealth because of all these things. Unclaimed money will go to the government. 2000 years back he could say this, and now what's happening in the banks, you could see in the world, the banks, so many banks, they are having the unclaimed money. Where it goes to the concerned government. 757. Love begets grace, which wealth nourishes throughout. Love begets grace. Love brings forth grace, which wealth nourishes throughout. Where you can find the wealth giving some boost up all through. So what he wants to say, love is important to have grace. Love begets grace, which wealth nourishes. So wealth nourishes throughout. Who lovable and gracious persons are being nourished throughout by wealth. If it is good wealth, it nourishes them. Wealth nourishes throughout, love throughout. When love begets grace. 758. Endeavoring after wealth resembles witnessing from hilltop Now I told you I translated these Qurals using semantical approach. Concerned about the meaning, bringing in the spirit and soul of Thirukkural to translation. Now sometimes I have used a deep, what is known as idiomatic expressions, idiomatic approach. Now in this Quran I have used idiomatic approach. Idiomatic approach is used here. In this, endeavoring after wealth resembles witnessing from hilltop. Two elephants are fighting under the mountain, or just near the mountain, but you are standing in the hilltop and you are witnessing the fight of the elephant. Nothing will happen to you, no harm will be for you, because you are standing up, you are standing on the hilltop, nothing will happen to you. And in the same way, you can stand at the top and you can witness so many things which are happening at the root of the hill, at the foot of the hill Osage. Endeavoring after wealth resembles witnessing from hilltop. Endeavoring means if you want to do some work after earning money, that will be very nice for you, because you have money, you can do some endeavoring work. You should not plunge into any business or venture into any business, or you should not endeavor anything if you don't have money. If you have money, you can endeavor into any act because you have money. It resembles witnessing elephants fight from the hilltop, because you won't be hurt, you won't be attacked by the elephants. The same way, you will not, if at all something happens also, will not harm you because you have money. That is what it says in this Quran. 759. Plenteous wealth quells pride of your enemies. If you have plenteous wealth, what will happen? You have plenteous wealth. Plenteous wealth, if you have, that will quells the pride of the enemy. Enemy will be afraid of you because you have money. Money is for everything. So money will give some fear in the heart of the enemies. Enemies will not have any pride seeing you because you have money. So even the enemy's pride will go off if you have plenteous money, plenteous wealth. So money is very important for all this. 760. Virtue, pleasure follow if wealth is earned. If in all these places he is talking about wealth in a good way. If it is earned good way, it's good. Otherwise, it's bad. He is talking in all the 9 Qurals, except in one of the Qurals, that is in the 5th Quran. All places he is using it for something good. If it comes in a wrong way, avoid it. He is talking about in the 5th Quran. Virtue, pleasure follow. Wealth, if wealth is earned. If you earn wealth, it is followed by virtue and pleasure. You will have pleasure and wealth if you have money. So money is important. Money is being followed by wealth and pleasure in good ways. He is talking about the good ways only. So these are the roots of wealth, and we have to have wealth for having all these enjoyments in a right way. Right are the rightful or good enjoyments. That's what it says in these 10 Qurans, and with ends this 10th Quran. Thank you.